heyday lovers. It's Bella, and I am streaming from a tablet. Woohoo! Which I am not comfortable with. So, anyway, I am glad to see you guys. I hope that we will have some people come along and talk about what's going on with me and my channel and what's going on with us and the future and everything, all of that good stuff. So, I am streaming from Bali, Indonesia. It is 6 a.m. and let me turn that off. It's 6 a.m. here in Bali, Indonesia. It should be around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you guys in the U.S. And I wasn't sure if there's another content creator streaming. I know somebody does it on Wednesdays, but I wasn't really sure of the time. So I hope I didn't pick a time that's going to conflict with anyone. I should go an hour, maybe a little bit longer. But if anybody here knows that I am starting to conflict with someone else's time, please let me know, okay? Please let me know. I'll stop. I want to say 8 o'clock in 2 hours from now, but if I'm wrong, let me know. This would not be like a normal stream time. I wanted to stream with you guys. I wanted to let you know what's going on, okay? I know it's been a good couple of months. Things have been up in the air. My life's been up in the air. Every major change that could possibly happen has happened to me. And I have really been just trying to get used to where I am. You know, there's things I have to adjust to. And, you know, all of the life, just the lifestyle stuff. And then, you know, you've got also all of the marriage stuff, and then you got, you know, all of the changes in your head. So anyway, anywho, I felt like I needed to get in touch with you guys. I needed to do some explaining, and let you know what was going on, because I do miss you. I do miss you so much. I wish things were not affected so much as they have been. So, wish things could have gone on just the way they were. You know, that would have been nice because it just seems like things were, you know, rolling along pretty well for a while there. But it is what it is, as they say. So, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to answer your questions. I also happen to have all of my decos out for the Baptiste design. So if you guys want to help me do that design, we could do that too. So I can change screens, put on my Heyday. I don't know how to have myself and the Heyday game in on this Prism because I'm very, very unfamiliar with Prism. I just haven't used it. And so yeah, I can switch back. I can switch to my screen in Heyday. But first, I want to say hello to everyone. So let's go back and say hi. So I think I saw Nada. Hello, Miss Princess Nada. Thank you so much for being here as well. You know, I think it's early for you too. And Daisy, hello, good morning. Wow, do you have to go to work today? I hope I'm not the reason you got up. Hey, Joy, how are you? It's good to see you. Yes, Joy, I met Joy from the Farmville 3 world. And Katina, hello, Katina, calculating Katina. Thank you for being here. Hello, Linda, Miss Five Alley. Hello, Linda. Diane, good to see you. Yes. Hey, Cindy, you're up early too. So, what's the time difference between you and Daisy? I think one of you is on the West Coast and one of you's more towards the middle or the East Coast. Remind me. I'll write it down this time. Is that everyone? I think that looks like everyone. Yes. So, what have we got going on here? It's good to see you too. It's nice to see you too. Yes, Daisy changed. Daisy's going through some change herself. You guys have been on her stream. You know, she's doing some job changes, you know. And Daisy said it is. Oh, you do go to work? Okay, you do go into the work. All right, great. Nada, you didn't go to sleep yet? What time is it for you? So, y'all, I don't do this every day. But some days, I don't know, maybe it's the getting old thing. I don't know. But yesterday, I got sleepy in the afternoon. I decided to lay down and watch a movie or something, like YouTube, on my tablet, and I fell asleep. Y'all won't believe how many hours I slept. I slept. I don't know exactly what time I fell asleep. I want to say it was somewhere between 4:30 and 5:30, maybe, I'm guessing. So I woke up at 10:30 p.m. last night, and I was wide awake. And I was like, no, 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 this isn't good, right? This is all messed up. So anyway, I stayed up till 2:30. I stayed up to 2:30 a.m. and almost 3, and I was like, I have to go back to sleep because I got to get up at 5. So I did. I went back to sleep for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, so it's really early here, right? That's why I'm inside in my room, because it's still dark outside. And I got a new neighbor yesterday, and I hope I'm not waking him up right now, but I figured it might be worse if I was out on the porch, right, talking, and then everybody could hear me. So I'm in my room this morning right now. If we're on long enough and it gets light enough outside, I'll try to take y'all on just a little bit, just show you kind of like where my room view is and all that kind of stuff, just a little bit. So yes, 6 a.m. is early, but you know me, I usually get up early anyway. So, and no, Daisy, I'm not suffering from jet lag anymore. I feel like I am. I'm all set. I'm like set to the new time is. Oh, Daisy, I can bet it's not good. I don't. They probably don't even have insulation in these walls. I doubt it. I doubt it. So you already have light, Katina? Yeah, it's different here. It doesn't. It's We're on the equator, so the weather's always the same, and the light. I don't know if there's going to be any light changing. I don't think so. Probably pretty much the same. Shell. Oh, I hear my neighbor. Hey, Shelly Billy. Can y'all hear me okay? Yeah, I think the sun comes up around 7ish. I think it's around 7ish. So, do y'all want me to just dive right in? Or do you want me to answer questions first? Or we could just do it as we go along, right? I guess we could just do it as we go along. Okay, so I decided to rebrand my channel, right? I decided that with some things that have been going on in the company at Supercell, some harassment from another content creator that just doesn't seem to stop, is not going to stop. I just thought, and just like the whole future as a whole, coming from a content creator perspective on streaming a Heyday game, right? If you're just strictly thinking about it from a content creator's perspective, okay, it's not looking real good, for long term. I still think there's a few more years, gonna in it, but from the company vibes I'm getting with the way the content creators are being treated, just kind of like as devalued, not as important. So, it's just giving me vibes that things are not going to be a strong relationship with Supercell, doing Heyday content. I just feel like that's just probably not going to happen anymore. It used to be that way. Yes, it used to be that way. So, with the feelings, and this is all my vibes, okay? I don't have anybody telling me this. I don't want y'all to think that. Nobody's telling me this. I'm not reading it in Supercell Discord or anything like that. It's just decisions they have made that I've seen happening and the lack of communication and things like that. It just feels like content creators for heyday are just kind of been devalued, not supported. Yes, there you go, Cindy. So there's that, and then of course I had the harassment that I've been dealing with since I became official. And, the very first time it happened, when I was falsely accused of buying my subscribers, um, I was so emotionally affected. I mean, extremely emotionally affected by that because it's, not true. And I had worked so hard and everything. And, I was thinking about this last night and I was like, odd that Supercell would do an investigation on someone for an allegation without any proof, because there is no proof, because it didn't happen. That did not happen. The allegation's false. So you can't have any proof. There's like no screenshots of conversations or any proof of there isn't any. It doesn't exist. So I found that I just really realized that. I was like, why would Supercell put a new official creator through an investigation that is like that without proof? It's just an allegation on a hunch from someone who thought that I grew too fast. And so it's just not possible to do that from hard work, right? So I don't believe in shortcuts. I don't take shortcuts. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I work hard. So anyway, that's been bothering me too, that they would do something like that. So then I started thinking about, well, okay, what should I do with the channel? What can I do? So I'm in Bali, right? So I'm in Bali, and there's infinite things I can do here in Bali, right? Let me read some of this stuff. So, Katie K. Hello, Katie K. How are you? Oh, gosh, Cindy. Oh, my gosh, y'all. So I'll talk about, let me write a note. The computer thing? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, let's go back here. We got Miss Katie Kate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And wait, is there Kathy? Oh, somebody, it was probably autocorrect. All right. Daisy, you do what you need to do, Shelly. We will support you no matter what. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Katina says, we will miss your hated content, but I absolutely understand how bad the support is from Supercell. I always say in this, since it was, yeah, you guys know how many times Ricky has mentioned it. And Daisy, yeah, well, yes. Okay. I'm not going to say it. Y'all know who it is. Yeah, I know. Well, I want you to know something. Yes, I was told by that same person who, when we were still speaking, that I had grown faster than anybody that they had seen, and it was just an amazing, amazing thing. And I guess it hadn't been done in a while, and but I think y'all can see from my work how hard I worked on my content to make it different. And anyway. But I want you to know, I see now there's a couple of other content creators out there doing heyday that are growing even faster than I did. We're talking over 2,000 subs in like 3 months. So it took me a whole year to get to 1,000 subs. I don't know if y'all remember that. And then it was just all of a sudden, it's like, you know what they say, the more subs you have, the more you grow. So it's like all of a sudden, once I hit a certain number, it just started coming and coming and coming. So anyway, I hope those people that are doing it now, that are growing so fast, are going to be okay. Honestly, because you know who has already been in one of them's Discord snooping around. So I really hope they're going to be okay. I just want y'all to know. There are people out there who have grown super fast, super, super fast. And so we're going back to Katina. Let's see, Katina, Kitty Kate. Yeah, jealousy is a sick disease. It's more than jealousy, Kitty Kate, but I'm not going to say the word. Yes. and sad that so many people still. If you understood, I can't say it, y'all. I could get in serious trouble. I'm not going to get in trouble for defamation. But if you understood the characteristic, you would understand why that person will always have followers. So Shelly says, yeah, I know. Davies, hello, how are you? That's Wayne, isn't it? How you doing, Wayne? Hadn't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Okay, well, moving on, because I thought maybe we could pull up some Heyday, y'all, if you want to. All right, so I'm thinking about doing live vlogging, okay? So you can do live vlogging. You can use all the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all of that. So I feel like, at least for the foreseeable future, for the next couple of years or so, that I could do live vlogging, okay? Most people don't solo travel to other countries, okay? That in itself makes me unique. Also, the fact that I'm actually living here alone makes it unique. So I thought that I haven't really gotten into it too much, but I was hoping that as we go, I could share my journey and how it's been for me and hopefully help some others who might be going through some of this same stuff. Can y'all see that on my screen? Gosh, I hope not. Those pop-ups from WhatsApp. So anyway, yes, I am not planning on doing a tourism travel guide, okay? Tips on travel. That's not what I'm going to do. This is a life vlogging. This is my experiences. This is some things that I'm going to share about how I've learned how to deal with this kind of change and how I travel safely, that kind of stuff, coming from a solo traveler, okay? So I just want y'all to know Bali Heyday, okay, that's the Bali part, okay? I am going to be doing more Bali content. You're going to see more Bali videos and than you will anything else right now. Now, where does that leave Heyday? Well, I love the Heyday community. I love you guys, right? I don't want to just disappear. So I thought I have to figure out how I can balance and, doing some Heyday content and being there for the community, but not putting myself in it full time, killing myself days of making content and all this kind of stuff, because I don't think at this point that is what I should be doing. That's not where my time should be going. So here's my thought process. I'm still playing Heyday, okay? Not as much as I was, but I'm still playing Heyday. And the reason I'm not playing as much as I was is because I am looking for other games, okay? And so I'm exploring some other games. So that's part of it. Looking for other games too. Lately, I've been playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. I really like it. It's a completely different gaming experience, than Heyday. It's adventure and strategy, and you actually got to use your brain, and you got to figure out these problems that and challenges and quests and things like that. So, and it's a play at your own pace. You don't get. What I like about it is you can just play when you want to. You pick it up when you want to. You don't get punished for taking time off from the game. You're not missing out on stuff and losing out on stuff and things like that. So I just want you to know I'm giving that a try. It is a game you have to pay for. So what I did is I have an Apple device, right? I have an Apple iPad. And I bought the arcade, what is it called? Apple Arcade Pass. So it's like $8 a month, and I get access to 200 games. That way I can try different games, right? For $8 a month. Because, y'all, to be honest, I have quit buying the bundle Farm Pass from Heyday. In fact, I didn't even buy the Farm Pass at all this month, which is brand new for me. But I'm on a tight budget. I have no income coming in. So I have to be very careful of how I spend my money, right? Survival's first. So, yes, I was spending $13 a month for a bundle farm pass and heyday. Plus, I was buying extra decos and deals and things that were coming up. I was probably spending, I want to say, around $20 to $30 a month on heyday before when I was still married, right? So $8 a month for this past me, I thought, okay, I can handle that. That's a bargain because I'm going to cut back on the other stuff. Plus, there's a good reason for it. There's a possibility I may find something else that we can do. Okay, Ricky does more than one game. He does Food Street, right? So I thought let's see if we can find another game. Going back to the comments, y'all, I'm talking so much because I haven't seen you much, and I feel like I got so much to cover. So I'm sorry if I'm yakky. But anyway, let's catch up. Okay, Daisy says yes. Let's Owain says all good. Daisy says the vlogs are good. Okay. Interesting to see Bali lifestyle and what it's like living there. Okay. Oh, great, Katina. Awesome. And Katina says, I watched your first videos and was then very sad to not seeing the later stuff because I am not on the other social medias. Oh, okay, gotcha. Initially, I thought that I was going to have to separate it, right? But then I decided to rebrand the channel. So other ones is, let's see, Cindy says, have you found any other companies that will support you? I'm wondering if there's any better companies out there. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not banking on finding a company that pays content creators with a program because I think that is rare, actually. I think most companies don't do that, from what I understand. And then Katina says, is Disney the game you mentioned that is right? So here's how it works, Katina. It is a PC console game. It is, right? But if you go through the arcade like I did, there is a mobile version, but it only works on Apple products, iOS. That's the problem. And I think it's a little bit limited. You can't get all of the versions and all of the add-ons and all of the extensions and everything. So it's something I'm just looking at right now. I'm enjoying it right now, but we'll have to wait and see. I got 199 other games on there to explore. If you guys are playing something else that you find to be enjoyable, that you think other people will like to watch, that we could, talk about strategy and stuff like we do with Heyday, let me know, please. And Discord is fine. You can mention it there. You can mention it now on the stream. Just let us know. I'm open to anything, really. Yes. Oh, Wayne, Bali's going. It's going. Megan, hello. How are you? Yes, I'm playing Heyday. I'm still playing Heyday. Yes. I actually was going to put that on here soon. I was going to put it on in a few minutes. Yes. Hey, Rena, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah. Yes. Okay, Katina. It does limit the people out there. So might not be the best possibility. We'll see. Right? Yeah. So yeah, my channel's going to be mostly Bali life vlogging type stuff. Okay. But I have been thinking about streaming Heyday once a week, like I did with my design series. Y'all remember every Wednesday morning I did a designing stream? So I was thinking about doing that because I still do like to play the game, and actually designing is what I like the most about Heyday. So I thought to myself, that might be the best thing to do. It's the most relaxing thing to do in the game these days, I guess, to design, because the events are getting a little bit stressful because there's so many of them. So I can't do a poll on here, y'all, like I used to do. If you would like if you think it would be beneficial for me to do a 1 hour, maybe 2 hour stream on designing in Heyday like I used to, once a week, it would be Thursdays, right? So it'd be like Thursday evenings for you guys, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's not good for Katina, I know. Which would be 8 a.m. my time on Friday. So Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States, once a week, Heyday Design Streams. What do you think? Yes? You could do a thumbs up. You could do a thumbs down. Nobody's going to be upset if you say no. If you don't think it's a good value to do that, then I'm not going to do it. You know? What is the number one reason y'all come to people's streams? Tell me. I think I know what it is, as I've learned in my research. But you tell me, what is the number one reason you come to people's streams, right? Oh my gosh, Katie Kate, Sarah. Where are my little special effects when I need them? Oh, thank you so much, Katie Kate. There aren't any words that have to express all of my admiration that I have for you. She has made me feel so alone in the last few months. Knowing that you are also going through this helps me so much. Thank you. That's it right there, you guys. That is why we come to the streams. It is the community. It is being with people. It is being a part of a community, knowing that you belong and you feel comfortable. And it's a good distraction away from life. But the main thing is, it is being part of a community. That's what human beings want. They want to feel like they belong. They want to feel like they're part of a community. And I feel like that is why most of us are coming. I would say the number one reason to come to the streams. Not the only reason, but the number one reason. Am I right? Nada says, I'll be there designing. Is the best thing to do while finishing the events. Yep, Cindy says community. Diane's got a thumbs up. All right. Yes, we got Rena would do with that. Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Katie Kate. You just don't know how much that means to me. It really, really does. That kind of brings me to my next point. So I have decided to try to turn on my memberships again. I turned them off because I wasn't sure what the heck was going on. I knew that I was slowing down on Heyday. I knew I was going through the decision process, and I felt like I was not going to be able to provide all of the perks and the promises that I had as part of my membership program. And I did not want people to feel like they were cheated. I didn't want anybody to feel like they had bought a membership and they weren't getting what they were expecting. So I turned them off. I did. Now I have redone them. I'm going to turn my memberships back on. But it will be different. Okay. You know, it's gonna be probably, especially, you know, I guess you could say it's gonna be mostly because you just want to support me. Okay. That you like my content, you like my personality, my streams, what I'm going through, whatever you want to call it, and you just want to support me, right? I did a poll and I asked, why do you buy memberships? And the number one reason people did on the choices that I had was that they enjoy the priority reply response on comments. Okay. So whenever I have new videos that I put out, if you are a member and you comment within the first 24 hours, you get priority response over everyone else. That's what I'm talking about. So yes, I redoing the memberships. Okay. I'm waiting on, I thought I was going to be approved before the stream, but I got an email in the middle of the night saying that it was rejected, that I needed to fix one of my perks. And I did not realize this, but apparently giveaways and contests as part of a YouTube membership is against guidelines. So that means technically I'm not supposed to give away any game decorations or farm passes or anything like that as part of an exclusive membership. Yep. So I was like, okay, let me rethink this. But I do think that what I have planned, I'm going to have two tiers, and actually, my first tier is going down to $3. Okay, because times are tough um, in America. Kids my daughter's age are really struggling. Prices are going up, but not necessarily salaries. So I understand. The economy's tough, and so I decided to go down to $3 a month for the level one on my membership, and then level two is only going to be $8. And the main difference on that is that I'm going to have some private streams for the level two $8. And I'm thinking, depending on how it's going to look, how it's going to work out, I'm going to be hopefully doing some live streaming in my new place at the beach. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it outside on the beach. Sometimes it'll be a live stream of adventure. I'll take y'all along somewhere as long as I can get signal, right? So that's and then there may be cooking classes. Not classes. Live streaming in Bali would consist of things like that, views outside, but things like fashion in Bali, you know, what I bought last week, or cooking a Balinese meal with you guys. Also things like health and hygiene and the differences and how I wash my clothes. Just life stuff, with the occasional, if I have a signal, adventure. So this might be it. You guys, I moved to a brand new country. I don't know anything about it. It's taken me a little while to get around and figure out what's best for me, where's the best place to go. So I am going to the beach. I'm going to the northeast side of the island where tourism has not taken over. I'm going to a little fishing village, y'all. And the property is super cute. It's a 5-minute walk to the beach. There's snorkeling. I can go fishing. There's so many this guy has been doing it for 12 years. He has a lot of experience. There's 77 positive reviews. So there's so many possibilities for the live streaming from there. I'm so excited about it. So many possibilities. So don't feel like there's nothing to talk about, because there's a ton to talk about. There really is. All right, and so going back over here, let's see. Rena would like that. Okay. Hey, okay. Thank you, Katie and Cindy. Oh, did you try to join, Cindy? Yeah. Y'all know that you have to join through a computer, right? Computer is the only way you'll see that join button. We learned that the hard way. But Daisy, you know that you could copy that link, that join button link, and you could put it into your live stream chat, and then people can click on that from their mobile device. They could do it while you're live streaming. Oh, thanks, Joy. Yeah. See, we crossed over and found a common denominator. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Cindy. You do agree with that? Yeah. I thought that was just the best thing to do. And then, okay, Daisy, what can we do at this point? Yeah, I know, Daisy. I know you didn't know that either, because I thought, did you give away a farm pass or something? Yeah. So yeah, that's what it said. No contests, no giveaways, nothing like that. Bye, Katina. Thanks for coming by. So good to see you. Thank you. Nada, don't cry. You know I love you. It's going to be 9 days from today, Daisy. 29th. Yeah, I got my dress on, y'all. I bought this at the GSK Culture Park. Y'all want to see it? Oh, I just showed you my bra. That's not good. It's a little big, but it's, like one of those one-size-fits-all kind of things. Yeah, that's not good. I'm going to have to do something about the bra thing, am I? Put like an exercise bra or something under? What do you think? So, I like the bohemian look, y'all. I've always wanted to have a closet with bohemian clothes, and that sure is easy to find over here. So now I have 7 dresses now. Woohoo! 7 dresses. It goes to just above my knees. I can't really show y'all, can I? I don't want to mess. I don't want to. See? But yeah, we gotta do something about that bra, don't we? Maybe I should put a tank top underneath, right? Hello, Jason. Jason, I think you designed in the game. Didn't you design? I have not seen it yet. I think Shelly, did you post it or something? I saw a little something, but I didn't dive into it. I apologize. You know, I'm sweating right now, and I've got the air conditioners right above me, and it's set on 23. So I stay in the air conditioning most of the time. I won't go live anywhere that doesn't have air conditioning in the room. I just can't handle that, y'all. I'm sorry. Now, maybe eventually I'll get used to it. I'll probably acclimate eventually. Yeah. It's not too bad. It's really not that bad. It's not. It's in the mid 80s at the most. Some days are in the 70s. Mm-hmm. So I thought, so are we yes on Thursday designing stream once a week? Are we yes on that? Did we decide on that? Cindy, I don't know if it's going to have good internet or not. We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out where I can go on the property. I already mentioned it to him. He said he was going to bring the Wi-Fi booster over by my room. Hello, Miss Kel. Oh my gosh, Kel. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, it's evening there for you guys. That's right. It's not morning. Hey, Miss Kel Bell. So we have some votes for yes. We have a vote for no. Okay. Well, yeah. Let me organize a little bit. It won't be tomorrow. It won't be the next week. Let me get moved. Miss Tanya, hello. How are you? How are you? Yeah. Oh, well, I was just going to say, I was thinking about doing a single heyday stream once a week on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing mostly just like designing, like I used to do, like my design. Because I don't want to completely abandon the heyday community, y'all. That is not what I don't want to do that. Despite everything I've learned and experienced, I don't want to do that. So I thought we could do that. Othman! Hello, Othman. How are you? Hey. Yeah, guys, it's good to see y'all trickle in. I didn't really do a lot of advertising on this. I really didn't. How are you? How was work, Tanya? Okay, I'm going to pull up the game. Oh, you can see me up in the corner, right? Can you see me now? Hey, Cindy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I wanted to change my subscription. of someone else to support you. Now, don't cry. We love you. Keep being wonderful, you. Yeah, thank you, Cindy. I do cry. I have issues. I'm an empath. I am what they call an empath. I feel emotions. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. I really, really do appreciate that. Really, for real, y'all. Okay, so um, I'm gonna switch again to the game screen and see what happens. No and no. Okay, all right. So how do I change this to my screen? How do I change this to my screen? I don't know how. Oops. I don't know. I thought that I see it's on camera right now, but I know there's a setting where you can share your screen. Let me click on share. No, not that. The edit pencil. Let's see. No, I don't think that's it either. Um, no, not that. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't show my farm screen. Cindy says you can't change it during while you're live. That's a shame. Okay. Okay. Well, it's light outside now, y'all. What time is it? At 6:45. So I was wrong. It's not 7. It's earlier than that. Let me open the curtain. Okay. Well, let's talk about the computer then. Sore subject. So, when I was planning all this back in the United States, I had no idea how much it would cost to have something like that mailed. Okay. Um, so this is how I first at first all this time I've been waiting because I wanted to be in the place that I was going to stay, right? Because I don't want to be moving around, packing up and moving around the computer. It's a lot to do. It's big boxes. And when you're moving around in Bali, okay, most of the time you're going to ride a motorbike, a scooter, motorbike, right? But occasionally when you got big stuff and you can't, you got to ride in a car. Well, when you ride in a car, then you got to worry about the traffic because you can't go around it like you do on motorbikes. They just kind of go around the cars and keep going as much as they can, so it's faster, right? So I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to keep waiting until I get to my permanent place. Then I'm going to have the computer shipped, so I don't have to keep moving it around, right? Well, I thought that Ubud was going to be my permanent place. You have ideas, right, and plans before you get there based on what you know then. But I have since learned I'm not so, I think that I love Ubud, but I think that I am more suited for the quiet place that is not um, full of tourists. It's just the way I am. I don't enjoy hanging out and large groups of strangers and people and all this stuff that is so congested. I would rather have quiet and serenity and beauty surrounding me. So I decided to go to this little fishing village up on the beach. And it, I mean, there's so many things in there. He talks about that you can have, you can hang, that they will take you to their prayer ceremonies, so you can explore that. There's even a community you can join that where you can teach English to children. It sounds like more like the real local experience connections that I have been hoping for. Um, Even the differences between Canggu and Ubud, I've noticed differences, y'all. No kidding, Daisy. Expectation versus reality is different. No kidding. You just don't know. You just don't know till you get there. You know? You just don't know. So, been waiting the computer for most of this time, and I've just been waiting to mail the computer because I don't know where I'm gonna be. The other thing then I found out a couple of weeks ago, maybe not even that long ago, a week ago, is I had some small stuff Amazon shipped to JC's house, and he was going to mail it for me. Well, first of all, I was going to try to put it in the computer box, but then he was like, "Oh, I don't think it's going to fit." And my daughter already has the computer, and she's like an hour away from him, and it just wasn't working out on getting together. And so he's like, "Well, I'll just mail it to you." So it's really small stuff, like shampoo bars, an electrical outlet thing that's a power surge that converts, the voltage here, and a couple of bottles of medication and stuff like that. Nothing big, right? I don't know. How big of a box would that be? Maybe this big? Maybe this big? Around there? Over $300. Over $300 to mail at. And so then I was like, okay, how much is my computer going to cost? I bet that's going to cost $1,000. So then I started looking, are there places around here that sell computers? Can't find hardly any stores that sell computers. Then I started looking at, okay, well, why? Started digging into customs. Customs fees are the problem. The import fees. I looked at ordering a computer from Amazon, a laptop, a very expensive gaming streaming laptop, thinking, okay, well, what if I just replace it and have it mailed? How much is that going to cost? $1,100 to order that computer to be shipped to Indonesia. $1,100. And it was so limited too. Like when I would look at available computers on Amazon, most of them said not available for shipping. It was very limited. So you have the limit, it's limited here, and the customs and shipping fees are so expensive to import. So I was like, well, that's out of the question. I'm not ordering a computer from Amazon and paying $1,100, and then I might not the laptops that are more reasonably priced can't be shipped here. Only the very most expensive one was available, and I was like, no way. Bye, Miss Daisy. Be careful getting to work. I hope you have a good day. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Have a good one. Yeah. Whew. So then I thought, well, what if I just have my daughter fly over here, pay for her a ticket? Is that cheaper? I could get her a ticket for $700 put my computer in one suitcase and she could fly it over here. Well, she doesn't have the PTO from work to do it. She's been sick and taking time off, and she doesn't have any time off to do it. So, where does that leave me, y'all? The only option left is to mail the computer. So, my daughter is supposed to be going and checking, taking it to UPS, and mailing it as soon as I get to the new place. John, hey. I'm sorry to announce you all that my father passed away today. He's in the hospital for the past 2 months. I'll be off from the game and streams. Give me some time. I'm brave to have. Absolutely, John. Absolutely. And I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Yeah. You go and do what you need to do in real life. Absolutely. We understand. People take breaks from these games. This is not life. This isn't real life. This is a distraction from life. People take breaks, and for all different reasons, and there's no reason to be sorry at all. At all. We'll be thinking about you. If you are in my Discord or friends with me on Facebook or anything, please message me. If you just want to chat. Just want to chat and get something off your chest with somebody that is not part of the family, so you can just say whatever you want, whatever reason it is. Okay? Feel free to reach out. All right? Yeah. Yeah. We're almost at an hour. Yep. That's right. That's the thing about this community, y'all. Yep. We have a special, every game. Well, I don't want to say every game, right? Not every game, but there's a lot of gaming communities out there, and there's a lot of people out there who just it brings them a certain something, a peace, a distraction, a feeling of belonging, whatever it might be. So these gaming communities are actually, it's a good thing to be. It's a good thing to be a part of. I gamed for years alone on the computer. I had no idea there was communities out there. I was just a lonely old gamer playing games on my computer for the longest time. Did you change your name, John? It says the John. Is that? It used to be John Onstott, I think. Right? Yes, I know, not all right. Yeah, we're here for each other. Why not? The world is becoming a lonelier place in real life. People are disconnecting. You know that? There's people are, especially as the newer generations come along. Yeah. It used to be Jay. Okay. I saw John. Let's see. I think you're the one who had a membership with me, right? I think. Are you the same person? The same John? It used to say John Onstad, I think. I think that's where I got it from. Yeah. So I can, now that it's light outside, it's about 7 o'clock. I think I'll just take y'all out just to show you my balcony, just the view from my room. I won't do the whole walk around. This place is small anyway, so there's not a whole lot to look at, really. It's your first time commenting here? Oh, you're not the same John? You're a different John? Okay. Well, welcome, John. Nice to see you. It's always lovely to meet new people. And you're probably wondering what the heck is going on here. She's just sitting there talking. Where's the heyday stuff? I thought I'd be able to talk and then I'd be able to switch it to my game screen, and I'm not able to do that. So I guess I'll be designing my Baptiste design by myself today. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I was thinking about switching over for the memberships. You know how we have that Discord members only channel? I was thinking about just switching over and using Facebook chat. So, what do y'all think about that? Discord is, let me tell you why. Discord is mainly for gaming, really. And if the majority of my content is going to be life vlogging, Bali, travel, whatever, cooking, that fun stuff, I thought, well, that doesn't really there's really no needs in Discord for that. Um, and me being one of them, Discord's not easy to navigate for some people. It's just not. I'm still not comfortable with it after all this time. I'm better, but I'm not. So anyway, I thought we could create a Facebook chat. I think Kel recommended this a while back. But so not everybody has Facebook either, right? It's kind of hard. So I don't know. I thought we'd switch it to Facebook chat. It would be for the Bali stuff. Yeah, for memberships, for the membership stuff, chat. So, John says, "Enjoy the day, guys. Shouldn't be a space of grief. You too, John. I hope you can find some peace. Yes, absolutely. Put yourself and your family first. And again, we're sorry." Katie Kate says, "Share a pic in Discord." Okay, yeah, I can do that, and y'all can critique me and break me down. Okay, Shelly, so you reposted Jason's design in Discord. Awesome. Okay. Katie Kate likes the idea of Facebook Messenger. Cindy agrees that Discord is hard. Yeah. Okay, and we'll take a look at y'all go over there and check out Shelly's Jason's design. Yep. And yes, Tanya, I am having a weeping willow design in my. All you gotta do it's so nothing extra. Okay, you guys, if you're designing for Baptiste Day, which most of you probably are, when you get done, screenshot your submission photo that they give you. Just screenshot that and put it in my Discord. And is it in giveaways? I think it's in giveaways. And then you guys are going to end up voting on the design. We're having our own vote on the designs that are submitted, and then whoever gets most votes wins the Weeping Willow deco. That's all there is to it. And the deadline will just be the same as the design festival. So, same deadline. I wanted to make this as easy as possible. Yep. Katie Kate says, "Whatever you decide will be there." Okay. Facebook. So, Facebook Messenger. I just, y'all, I'm so much more comfortable with that. And since I've just found out I cannot give away, can't do any contests or giveaways as part of the memberships, then I don't need Discord for that. So, yeah. Katie Kate says, "I was telling my husband bits of your story on the phone when I was walking into the store. He wanted me to let you know how strong you are for carrying on." Thank you, Katie Kate, and thank you, Mr. Katie Kate. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. I have been up and down with my emotions about this. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I crazy for doing this? You go through so many emotions, and you question the decisions you make because it's all new and you're all alone, and it's like. So, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better about the future. I have been starting a routine to do things that will. What's the word? It's going to take a long time and a lot of practice, but it's to help me learn to control my emotions better. for me to have control of my mind and it not to have control of me, right? So basically learning how to control my emotions. And once I'm getting good, getting good with that, then once you learn how to control your emotions, then you have less suffering. So I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm starting to feel like I keep learning things. It's like there's actually a term for people like me out there that somebody called them on their YouTube. They're called what are they called? Elder orphans. Elder orphans. Somebody on YouTube had a title of a video said "Elder Orphans." I'm like, what is that? It's this lady in dreadlocks and stuff, and she has like 300,000 something subs, and I'm like, what is she talking about? So, yeah, I guess you could say I'm an elder orphan. I'm in my 50s. I'm all alone. Don't really have a lot of support or anybody close by in real life. So, yeah. Call me Annie. So, Tanya said she heard about, okay, I hope Jesse's okay. I heard that a big hurricane stirring up in the Atlantic Ocean. Really? Well, I will have you know that Monroe, Georgia is far enough away from the coast that as far as hurricane damage is not going to be a possibility. Now, weather, yeah, it could spawn tornadoes and really bad thunderstorms. That's true, maybe. But I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really talking to him anymore. I had to cut it out. I had to cut him off. I had to. For the very same reason that I divorced him. Okay. So, yep, that's right, Miss Kitty. On a roller coaster. Y'all, I think I'm going to end it. It's been about an hour. Y'all, I don't know how bored you are. I see how much I worry. I worry about y'all being bored because this is so different from what I'm used to doing. I'm used to doing Heyday and having all of my little perks and interactions and things going on in my stream, and now I'm just sitting here talking. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to hit land, Shelly? Okay. Okay. Yeah, Tony, don't worry. He's safe. Yep. Hey, so far, I've been here, 6 weeks? I don't think we have thunderstorms here. There's been rain, but we'll see what happens when monsoon season starts and the real rain comes. But, because this is considered dry season, so yeah, no thunderstorms, just rain. Just a nice, quiet rain. As y'all saw in my video. You know how they have the sound machines? They have the rain sounds, I got it right here outside my door. It's so nice. I'm glad y'all aren't bored. It's different. It's different. Absolutely different. And I appreciate you guys being here for this. It's a different streaming. Yes, for sure. Yes, monsoon. That's right, Cindy. There will be monsoon season coming up. I believe it starts September or October-ish. So we're in dry season now. So if you're a tourist, the best time to come to Bali is going to be maybe May, May through the end of August, maybe a little bit of September. I'm not sure exactly. It's my first time here. So, yeah. And then the rest of the year, it's like supposed to be monsoon. It's a rainforest. This island is It's a rainforest. Okay, it's Indonesia is all volcanoes and creating new land and rain, and it's basically like the beginning of the world. It feels like over here, like this is the beginning of the world in time and geographic activity. All volcanoes and rains and lush green things growing, and it's everything is starting here. It feels like it just feels like it's starting here, and then the time here too, like Daisy in Australia and us. The time is kind of like where time starts, and then the rest of the world kind of is behind it. Weird. I don't know how that happened, why it happened, why it's like that. That's a good question. Why does time start here? I need to research that. Do you know, Cindy? Why does time start in this part of the world? That's a good thing to know. Yeah, Tanya, please don't bring her up because I will cry. I miss my baby so bad, and I'm worried about her too. He moved his son in, who also just went through a divorce, who moved from back from Texas, and brought two dogs with him. Not supposed to do that, I was told before I left by JC that dogs would not be allowed in his house, that his son would not be allowed to bring his dogs. And they're there. So I'm worried about Bella because, Bella is used to having her domain, and she's also a Chihuahua. So she will she's territorial. She's has her fierce loyalties. And so anyway, I know she will be snappy with them. I know that about her. And I don't know these dogs. I don't know what kind of temperament they got. And so I don't know if one day she's going to snap at them and then they're just going to tear her head off. Yeah. Shelly, yes. I want. You guys know I don't have seasons here. Only the rain change like that. But as far as like, there are no seasons here, as far as temperature changes and stuff. So it's constant. Now this is. I hope this change you made you find your comfortable self, which was yeah, absolutely lost. Still lost. I'm still working on it. We're definitely working on finding myself. It's a whole journey. It's a whole big journey. And like I said, I think that um, it's kind of a sensitive subject, so I'm not really sure yet. Um, because you don't want to. When you start getting to the areas of spiritualism and stuff like that, it can be tricky because people have different beliefs. So I don't know. I was thinking about maybe starting a series on my journey and what just is what's working or what's not working, and what I've been through. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. International timeline. Okay, that's the name of it, Kel. International timeline. Okay. International dateline in the Pacific. Maybe the reason that time starts here is because it's the equator. I don't know. Thank you so much, Miss Tanya. Hugs to you too. Hugs to all of y'all. Hugs to all of y'all. I need to get off. It's been an hour. I need to. I don't know what I need to do. I need to work. Y'all want to see outside real quick? Yes, travel channels are popular, Kel. That's right. And I do. I will not be. I am not gonna even try to be the one that does the tips and the guides. I'm not doing all that. There's too many of those out there already. I don't need to do it. I think with people in the future, with AI coming and the desocialization of people, I think people are going to be looking more for realness. They're going to be looking for interaction with people in a real way because it's going to become lacking in real life. So they're going to be looking for that connection. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do. I'm going to make videos of realness. This is my experience. Let's talk about it. What do you experience? What's your experience? And I'm kind of excited to expand it to things like, like I learned how to cook a meal, a Balinese meal. Let's cook a meal together, that kind of thing. So it's going to be real life interactive experiences between you and I. Okay, that's what I'm going for. Realness. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Nada. So he brought new dogs in the home and left Bella. I didn't hear it. His son brought 2 dogs to the home. His son's wife left him. She announced she wanted a divorce. This was a coincidence, really. Not long before I blurted it out during an abusive moment. So he brought 2 dogs from Texas. Yeah. And I know Bella does not get along well with other dogs. I mean, for a while, for a long time, I had greyhounds. And she was a baby, and when we got her, she was a puppy. And we already had Willie the greyhound when we got her, so she grew up with that greyhound. But she never failed to, once she got grown, to try to be the boss. Here we have a greyhound way up here, and here's little Bella. I'm not kidding. This is her jumping up, jumping up at the Willie. And with him being a laid back greyhound, he'd just be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But these dogs are not greyhounds, so I don't know if they're laid back or not. I think they're like medium-sized dogs. I think they're mutts or mixes or something like that, but I don't know I have no idea. I've got no contact. I can't even check on Bella. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So, okay. Well, let's go out here. Let's take a look at. So, this camera. I don't think I can change my camera view. But anyway, this is how I'm living, right? It's an Airbnb. So it's basically a hotel room, basically, right? I have a bed, I have a dresser, I've got, the desk here. You see that, y'all? This is where I've been streaming from. That's what my little setup looks like. Okay. And then I just have like a little bathroom area. The bathrooms here are so completely different from over there. So over there you have a bathroom that's it's a closed off room. It has a tub or a walk-in shower or something like that with doors or shower curtains and things like that. So here it's just kind of like a big room. Some of them are even outdoors, but they have a rooftop to cover you, but it's like outside with walls that go up pretty high so people can't see you, but it's still open, kind of connected to nature. Interesting. That's how most of the kitchens are here too. So this is the bathroom, and it's huge. It's you just walk in. You see my little heater up there on the wall? That's the hot water heater. That's something else I want. Feels really good to have a hot shower sometimes, but if I have to, I'll learn how to do cold showers because not every place has water heaters. But yeah, this room is big enough. You could almost fit a single size bed in here. Not maybe not quite. It would be tight, but you could almost. Not I was gonna bring her with me until I read that I couldn't. It said Customs said no, you cannot bring your dog into Indonesia because of rabies being a problem. And then I read that you could maybe bring your dog to Indonesia, but you would have to take them to Jakarta, which is a completely different island. And then they would have to stay in quarantine for, I think it was a week or something. And then to get over to my island of Bali, you would have to pay for a service, a dog transfer service, which is like a few days in a crate in somebody's truck bouncing around all by herself. And then it was going to cost over $2,000. And I thought, well, God, there's no guarantee. And then there's the flights. Some of the flights, like, wouldn't allow her in the cabin. Some would. And I was also finding a little bit of difficulty with connecting flights. Like, one flight would allow her and the other one wouldn't. And it was all becoming very complicated, right? And so then I thought, my God, it might kill her, that whole quarantine thing and being in that truck and bouncing around for 2 or 3 days. And I thought to myself, she's too old for this. I was afraid it would kill her. I really was. So as painful as it is, I made the decision to leave her there because I know she misses me, but I didn't want to put her through all of that. And I want her life to stay as normal and unchanged as possible in her old age. Does that make sense? Hey, Miss Pat. Hey, Sugar. How are you? Miss Pat Sugar. Hello. I was just gonna finishing up here and just just going outside and saying hello. I guess. So here you guys can see now. Just came out of my room. This is what it looks like. Out here it looks like it's going to be another beautiful sunny day. Yeah. Um, Actually, there's hardly any clouds in the sky. Usually it's a little bit cloudy. So, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a hot day. I think it's going to be hot today. So this is the view. And then y'all saw my video. There's my puzzle. I tried to work on it yesterday and I was getting bit by mosquitoes. It was the wrong time of day. So I learned don't come out here early in the morning and don't come out here in the evening because of the mosquitoes. I got eaten up bad like a few days ago, 5 days ago or so. I mean, I tore my arm up scratching. So there it is. That's it. Yes, Tanya, I know. I really, really wish that my daughter could have taken her, but my daughter can't take care of her the way that she needs to be taken care of. At least, JC is home every day, and that's what she needs. She needs someone there. She needs her person. She needs to be with somebody. So, oh, the kitchen's downstairs. It's down that way. It's not good, Cindy. I lose my signal when I go in there because it's in a room. Yeah, yeah. But when I get to the new place, that's one of my goals is to learn some Balinese cooking, get some recipes going, and start living more like a local. Just stretch my money as far as I can. Um, because I actually, at this point, I have no idea what I'm going to do to make money. um, I have, I'm considering doing English teaching like Ricky does, but I will have to pay money for that and go to. I think you can do it all online, or they recommend you go to the campus. I don't know. I may have to go somewhere else for that, but it takes about 4 to 5 weeks to finish that. And then I would have to move to where the job is. And if I love where I'm about to go, I don't want to move. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know. If I get desperate enough, there's always that. Yeah, but I mean, I have a little time to try to see if I can make enough with my content. I just want to make enough to survive. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, yeah. So, you guys, I think I'm going to go. And thank you so much for being here. Cindy, okay, so it changes when you actually work for a company in Indonesia. That's when it changes. I don't know a whole lot about it. As long as I'm still a United States citizen, then I'm still under their laws, I think. You know? So, yeah. Thanks, guys, for coming. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. And yeah, we'll see if we can't get the Thursday night heyday designing stream going. But I'm not going to be putting out a lot of videos. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know my plan. I'm not going to be putting out a lot of heyday videos. My channel is going to convert to mostly the life vlogging. So eventually, I will no longer meet the requirements to be in the official Supercell creator program, but it should be a long way off because I have to get to the point where my channel is less than 50% heyday content. But I'm not really sure about all that. I don't know if that means like each month it has to be that way. I don't really know. But I'm going to be giving away some decos and try to use up my elixir here pretty soon, and it shouldn't be too quick. I am in contact with the content creator manager. I've told him about this. So I would hope that he would let me know beforehand before they just kick me out, but I don't know. You know how they are with communication. So anyway, good to see y'all. Good to see you. And stay tuned. Y'all have a wonderful week, a wonderful day, evening, sleep well, all that good stuff. Good to see you. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye.